The first commandment. I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have strange gods before me.
Mr. Engels? Mr. Engels? Mr. Engels? Oh, he's dead. He's dead! Right this way, Doctor.
Where is he?
Right in here, room 348. Walk right in.
Yes. He doesn't look so good.
I found this on the floor beside the body.
Oh? Sleeping pills. A bottle of 50. Better give them a ring downstairs and ask them to bring the pulmotor.
Excuse me, they told me I was needed here.
Oh, hello, Father.
I was passing by.
Well, there he is. Well, I'm afraid he's beyond both of us.
Bob Engels.
Do you know him?
I used to, long ago. Ego te absolvo applicatus tuus.
He looks like a nice guy. Wonder why he wanted to kill himself.
Peristam sanctum unctionem.
I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have strange gods before me.
Bob? Bob?
Yes.
What's the matter with you today? You look out of sorts.
Just tired. All this last-minute packing, paying graduation fees, saying goodbye to everybody, it's got me down, I guess.
By this time next week, you'll be the proud possessor of a genuine sheepskin. Robert Engels, attorney at law.
I wish it was over. I'm getting restless.
What's your hurry?
I want to get going. I want to get places. What are you laughing about?
I was just thinking of that sundial on the campus.
What about it?
Well, it says something about someday you'll be looking back at these years as the happiest in your life.
Not me. I've been miserable here.
You've done pretty well. Top man in the class.
It's dollars and cents that count.
Not always.
I've listened for 4 years to our good professors talk of Plato and idealism and all the rest. All very fine. But I'm getting impatient.
You're all wound up.
I suppose you're right.
Let's stop in here for a Coke, shall we?
All right. You know, maybe I'm wrong about it, Evelyn, but that's the way I feel. All my life, I've never known anything but poverty. My father was a good man, an intelligent man, but he was ground down and bitter with poverty before his time. 2 Cokes, please. My mother, well, she was able to bear things a little better. I've never known anything but scraping pennies together.
And now you're determined to get your own out of society.
If I can.
How do you propose doing it?
Like any tradesman. Selling my wares for the highest price the market will bear.
You're no tradesman.
I've got a knowledge of criminal law. It's needed in certain quarters. It'll pay if I can find the right buyers.
And after you've made your million, what then?
Then I'll settle down and enjoy life.
You have it all planned.
Yes. What do you think of my plan?
Well, it's a pretty cold approach to life, isn't it?
You've got to be hard.
Attorney Engels secures the acquittal of fraudulent stock dealer. Tax dodger 3. Attorney Engels hangs jury. Robert Engels secures release of diamond smuggler.
Well, I'm glad to have this opportunity to meet you, Engels.
It's always a pleasure to meet a man of your ability, Mr. Morrison.
I don't know what you mean by that, but we'll let it pass. Oh, I ordered steak. Is that all right with you?
Fine. Now, before we go any further, Morrison, I want to bring up a point.
Huh? What's that?
You probably don't realize it, but your inviting me to lunch today is one of the highlights of my career.
I don't understand.
You probably don't remember me, but I knew you, at least from a distance, all the way back to when we were kids on the Lower West Side.
Well, that's news to me.
You were the leader. I was just an outsider, one of the kids that got in the way and got steamrollered by your outfit. I learned a lot watching you operate.
I guess you didn't exactly admire my tactics, huh?
No, but I learned to respect them.
Well, that's all in the past. Let's get on to cases. You're an A1 lawyer, Engels. You're on your way. I need a man like you.
What's your trouble?
I got no trouble. I've worked out a plan of reorganizing a number of South American chemical industries, and I need a legal staff. Job should take 4 or 5 years. I'd like you to head up that staff.
Chemicals? South America? That's out of my line.
Well, you can learn. You're bright, Engels. There's plenty in it for you.
Shall I be frank with you?
That's what I like.
I don't like the smell of it.
What do you mean?
I'm ambitious, Morrison, but so far I've stayed within the law. I got where I am by working a little harder and a little faster than the other fellows, so I'd rather stay independent.
Oh, I'm disappointed in you, Engels.
I'm sorry, but I'm satisfied.
Yeah, you're still playing for peanuts.
That may be.
Well, think it over. If you decide you'd like to come along, let me know.
Evening, Evelyn.
Oh, Bob, I'm glad you're back.
How's Billy?
It's better. The fever's down. He's asleep upstairs.
Good. I'll just go and take a quick look.
Well, now, don't wake him. And hurry down, will you? Supper's ready. I'm so glad for your sake you turned him down, Bob.
I'm not sure now whether it was wise.
Well, of course it was.
Morrison's getting to be a big man. International interests. There'd be security with an organization like his.
Extra! Extra! Stock market tumble!
Hello? Hello, Jim. Is it? Let me speak to Mr. Hanley, please. Hello, Jim. I got your message. Yes, I know. What's it all about? Can't you get me out of it? How much can we retrieve? Well, I'll see. I'll try, yes.
What did Jim say, dear?
It's all gone, Evelyn. Every penny. I was a fool to put everything into the market.
Now, don't worry about it, darling. We'll get along somehow.
Of course, the house is safe and the land upstate is in Billy's name. I wonder if What's the matter, dear? What is it?
It's nothing. Just a pain.
You sure you're all right?
Of course. It's nothing.
Perhaps if I could get cash for the land, I might be able to... Hello, Jim. This is Bob. Look, I've got some land upstate we can turn into assets. What do the doctors say about the baby?
He's coming back in an hour or so. Well, I'm afraid.
It'll be all right. Don't worry about it, dear.
He looks so pitiful lying there. So helpless.
We'll get another doctor. We'll get specialists.
I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, even if he die, shall live.
Don't take it so hard, darling.
But if I'd had the money to send him away south, as the doctor suggested. Everything seems to go against me. It's not right.
You mustn't let yourself get that way, Bob.
Evelyn, what is it?
Nothing. Nothing.
Is it that pain again?
It'll pass.
Darling, you've been keeping this back from me.
Well, I didn't want to worry you. You've had enough on your mind.
Tell me.
No, I'm all right.
There's something wrong with you. What is it?
The doctor said it was my heart.
Your heart?
Yes. But I'm sure he's wrong. I'm sure of it, Bob.
I must say I'm quite pleased to have you with us, Engels.
I want it clearly understood, Morrison. I'm joining you because I need the money. I'm selling you or leasing you my services because you happen to be the highest bidder. I don't intend to become mixed up in anything illegal.
Oh, of course not. Well, you're too big a man for that sort of stuff, Engels. Why, nobody would expect it of you. I'll see that you're protected in every way. Morning, Bob.
Morning, Miss Morrison.
Sorry to keep you waiting. My plane was delayed.
Mind if I have a drink before we start?
No, not at all. Here. Let me mix it for you.
Thanks.
Soda?
Yeah,
There you are.
thank you.
Now, how do the papers look?
They seem to be in order. Miss Collins is having them typed.
Good. By the way, Bob, I was sorry to hear about Evelyn.
Yes. I got your card and the flowers.
I know how you must feel. Thing like this takes it out of you. I was going to suggest that you take a month or two off. Get yourself out in the country and just try and forget.
Mind if I have another drink?
No, sure. Yeah, as I was saying, after you've had a good rest, Bob, there's something else coming up.
Oh?
Yeah, that oil business I spoke to you about some time ago. Yeah, I think the time is ripe to work it out. I've arranged with the people in Lisbon, and it's all set from their side. There's just that one little technicality I mentioned to you before. Perhaps you might be able to get that straightened out?
Better get somebody else, Morrison.
What?
You heard me. I'm cutting loose. As of now.
Oh, now, Bob. I know you're feeling bad about things.
I've gone far enough with you, Morrison. I've managed to push my conscience and my self-respect around for a long time. I can't do it anymore.
Why, I never asked you to do anything like that. Well, you know that, Bob.
This thing you're cooking up now is rotten from stem to stern.
It's perfectly legal.
It means misery for countless poor fools that won't ever know what's happened to them.
Well, you're getting a bit high and mighty with your talk, aren't you, Engels?
I've had enough.
Now, just sit where you are, young fella. Do a little listening while I talk.
I'm leaving.
Not so fast. Listen to me first. Now, I took you in when you were busted. A wreck. After you were fool enough to throw away your money in the stock market, thinking you'd get a pot of gold. You were on the rocks. And I got you off. I made something out of you, but I can smash you again. Don't forget that.
I underestimated you, Morrison. You're a genius. An evil genius.
Put it any way you like. But people just don't walk out on me. It's not wise. And if you think for 1 minute that you're going out and spread the word about my dealings...
I'm in the clear.
Why, you arranged the papers on the Alaskan business, on the Trans-Pacific Airlines deal, on that London bond issue. If it comes to a showdown, you're the one that supplied the crooked legal advice and brought all these matters to a successful issue. Successful for me.
I see.
Now, Bob, there's no point in our talking this way. You're just tired. Now, you get off the country like a good fella, get a little rest.
Mind if I have another drink?
Of course. Here, let me pour it for you.
Extra! Cabinet crisis in France. South American government falls. yourself. Extra! Extra!
The body of Edward Morrison was found in a hotel room in Stockholm today. He had evidently died of a self-inflicted wound. For some time there had been rumors that all was not well with the extended international interests of his financial empire.
Mr. Engels,
What is it?
there's a gentleman here to speak to you.
Tell him to wait.
He says he can't wait, sir.
What's he want?
He says he's from the district attorney's office.
Extra! Extra! Robert Engels indicted for fraud! Extra! Extra! Robert Engels released on bail in fraud case.
Government moves to smash remains of Morrison Empire.
Hello, Bob.
Father Anselm.
So you went down with the ruins of the House of Mammon. Decided to kill yourself.
There was nothing left.
We're old friends, Bob. Like to talk about it?
No.
Might help.
Thanks anyway, Father.
There's somebody else you'd like to see?
There's nobody. Nobody at all. Please go away.
All right, I'll go. If you need me, just call the nurse.
Wait, Father. Come back.
Yes, Bob?
Sit down, please. Talk to me. I'm
Very
scared.
well. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll read to you. Huh. Look what we have here.
The nurse left it.
Bible. Nurse has good taste. Let's open it somewhere and see what's in it. Let's see. Oh, here's something. Then up rose Job and tore his garments from him, and shaved his head and fell down to the earth to do reverence. Naked I came, said he, when I left my mother's womb, and whence I came, naked I must go. The Lord gave, the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Bob, you say you're scared. What of?
I don't know exactly.
Facing a grand jury, of taking the penalty for what you've done?
No, not that.
Then what?
Of something inside me.
Oh, that's different. What's it like?
It's hard to describe.
I know, but do your best. Get it off your chest.
Well, when the Morrison business blew up, my life seemed to go up in smoke with it.
Yes?
The bottom fell out of me as well. I began to get afraid of things that never bothered me before.
Such as?
Faces.
Faces?
Of people in the street. Strangers glancing my way. Memories of the past.
Anything else?
Of being alone.
What else, Bob?
I can't rest. I have a horrible sense of guilt.
Guilt?
As though I were a criminal being hunted.
I've fled him down the nights and down the days. And so you swallowed a bottle of pills in a cheap hotel room thinking to find oblivion.
Yes.
Bob, let me ask you a simple question.
Go ahead.
When did you stop believing in God?
Long ago. In school, I guess. But surely after my son and wife died.
Yes, that's what I always thought. I remember you at school, Bob. Brilliant, but bitter. It seemed to me that even then there was a vacancy in you.
Please, I've had enough.
I think you're in for a lot more.
I'm being...
No. It's your pride.
Father, I'm full of despair.
The same thing, like Lucifer. In your heart, you feel that nobody and nothing can help you.
guess you're right.
You've given me a picture of yourself. It's not a very pretty one. The picture of a man who never understood what he was or what life was.
I've had my share of life.
What do you call living?
I've been a success.
You've been a fool.
You don't understand. You're a priest. You've led a sheltered life. There's no use talking.
Very well, then I'll stop. Goodbye, Bob.
Father Anselm, please don't leave.
Will you listen?
I'll listen.
Very well, then. Once, when you were a child, you learned a simple truth about the meaning of life in your penny catechism. Do you remember?
To know, love, and serve God.
Yes. And then you grew up. Only God knows what happened in your heart, but you threw over that simple and profound explanation and went off to find a new one for yourself.
Yes.
You wanted to be free. Free to find everything out for yourself. And so you spent how many? 20, 30 years trying to build a world that made sense without God. Following your own foolish heart's desire until the end of it all you found there wasn't anything left in the world but yourself. Not a very pleasant discovery, was it?
Oh.
Then, from a strictly common sense point of view, it might not be a bad idea to re-examine the old explanation, might it not?
Don't ask me to do the impossible.
What do you mean?
I've tried going back to church. I've tried praying.
And what happened?
I felt lost there, too.
You're one of those stiff-necked, proud ones who has to be beaten flat before God can come back into their hearts.
No, I know.
You're horribly frightened because for the first time in your life you've been touched by the hand of reality, which is God. You've suddenly realized that death can wipe you out. You and your success and your failure and your nothingness.
What can I do?
Are you willing to fight your way back?
I'll try.
Will you take a few bits of advice? Not from me. Not from me, mind you, but from the one who created you out of nothing and who can recreate you again out of nothing.
Yes.
Very well, then, I'll help you. And Bob, my dear son, the whole of creation will help you, too.
What do I do?
Well, look. First of all, I guess you'd better get some food into you so that you'll be strong enough to walk. And then you're going home.